Were you aware that this word God, G-O-D, it's a transitive verb? And we should already know that a noun, right, it is not a person, place, or thing, right? It is actually a name. So nouns actually name people, places, things, ideas. So, yes, this English word, okay, it's an old English word, G-O-D. And it actually, like I said, it actually means to transfer energy, okay? It's a form of energy. It's static energy. And I know, growing up in religions or whatever, or even just in the school system, this was not mentioned or taught. But it's easy to find out. All we have to do is go into the study of words, or begin to practice the science of knowing words, which is called etymology. Okay. Now I'm gonna share a couple of things with you if you don't already know. Okay. One thing, right, I'm gonna share with you is that this word God, this English word, right, it's only about 800 years old. Okay, so let me show you that first. Let's go to this dictionary, okay, and let's go to the word God. Now you see here, it says before 12th century. So before the 12th century. So this word, this English word, right, was created, right? It came about, right, before the 12th century. All right? So now check this out. Let's do the math. Let's get a calculator. So here's a calculator. I already did it, but let me, okay. Where? Okay, yeah. So this is how you do this. So it says the 12th century, so before the 12th century, right? So we want to subtract, right? So we go, what year is this? 2023, right? So we want to subtract that from 1200. Okay, so here we have. So if we do the math, going, if it says before the 12th century, right, and we subtract it from today, we come up with about 823 years ago. Okay, so this word God, this English word God, right, came about, right, around 23 years ago. So think about this. This is a recent word. I mean, when you compare the languages and other words, this is a recent occurrence. See, so, and also think about this, right? Wow. If this is only about 800 something years ago, I mean, no one of so-called biblical writings or biblical times knew of this. This is a total different thing. No one was using this word. And here's the thing. No. See. The concept and meanings are not transferred over like that. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. they had other meanings for God. This is something different. This is not the way. That is not the way it works. When you stop getting into English and what have you, they begin to change things. These words are not translated like that. And this is why we do the etymological work, right? Because when you get into etymology, the history of this word God, it will again, it will take you right back and it will tell you, yes, this word is not what we've been told in religion, whatever. This word is actually dealing with physics. See? This word is a transitive verb. It means to transfer energy from one place to the other. And even like the word here, we got got, right? So like when you go, so here we got Old High German. So again, Old High German. This is the beginning of English. So this is the beginning of the English languages. So we can kind of think of Old High German, right? It's kind of part of the English language. Now, they pronounced and spelt this word got. G-O-T. Because see, they were not using no D. D is another, D was not being used. It was T. So that's why you hear, D, T. They sound very similar. And you kind of use the same mouth movements, T and D. That tongue is at the top of the roof of your mouth. T, D. But this word got, G-O-T, right? When you go look it up in this same dictionary here, that description and the way it's being used, that is actually the way they were using it. This is the way the word actually is supposed to be used. It's a form of doing something. It's a method of getting. I got that. Got or get. G-E-T. It means to do something. See? That's what this word God means. It's not talking about some invisible man in outer space somewhere on some planet and it's going to come back to save us. All this nonsense we've been taught about, this Bible, this God thing. That's no. Even, most, it's all energy. It's all about energy. What people have done was personify things. They took these different aspects of nature and they gave them human characteristics. And we have to understand that. But see, we're dealing with words, right? So if you go and research the words, you will get back to that understanding, the actual meaning of it like that. Okay, so also let me see. Well, I want to show you. Yes, I just want to give you a little visual example. I forgot what this thing is called. But yeah, this is what it is. It's a transfer of energy. It's a movement of energy. And it's a transitive verb. Got. The word got is a verb. Get is a verb. They're telling this is where the word comes from when you start going back into the languages. Now it goes back farther. I'm going to take you right back a little farther. Okay, because when you start to get into the Indo-European languages, the farthest as they go back, right, is to Sanskrit. So I'm going to take you, right, to the Sanskrit in a moment.